Environmental Literacy track. This is Melanie Parker, and I'll be hosting this session. In this session, we're going to review the track and capstone project information to give you a greater understanding of the capstone requirements. We see this as a great opportunity for students to understand environmental literacy in Anne Arundel County, get engaged with students in the classroom and field, and really connect with our schools. We are excited to have stewards help to build a library of engaging activities that can be used to get students excited about helping the environment and hopefully becoming stewards themselves. So is this the right track for you? If you enjoy working with children, it probably is. You want to be able to share your passion and knowledge in regard to the environment and help students take environmental action. And more importantly, if you do have time during the school day or after school or before school to help volunteer. Because this is kind of a school-based program, so that's going to be an important piece. You do not need to have teaching experience, and just so we remind you that in working with students, you will need to have a commercial background check through Anne Arundel County Public Schools. The environmental literacy stewards will be able to identify and utilize strategies to engage students in environmental action, build a relationship with the school community to support school-based environmental literacy curriculum, and with the before and after school club. Teach environmental literacy and outdoor education to students and adults. Really the role of the watershed stewards after graduation, we want these stewards to be able to assist with instruction and supporting the Anne Arundel County environmental literacy and outdoor education programs like here at Arlington Echo or our other programs. Perhaps be a guest speaker or teacher in the local classroom to support environmental literacy topics, and perhaps engage students in environmental action through a before or after school club or youth organization. So what are the key components? So first, what we're going to have you do is actually work with you to introduce you to a school or programs, whether a traditional or non-traditional setting, that you can be used to engage the students as part of the capstone project. In addition to elementary, middle, and high schools, other options could include working with existing programs like LEAP, Junior Watershed Stewards Academy, St. Luke's Restoration of Nature, Boy or Girl Scout clubs, and other organizations that run programs. If you're a former educator, you may certainly use the capstone project to augment your own classroom, but just as a reminder that you're developing it to be part of the larger WSA outreach library. So once you determine a topic, and that topic will basically be selected from some of the experiences that you will have as part of the WSA certification course, a list will be given to you and you'll be able to select from that list. You'll be able to identify that list, and then you're going to be developing 4 30-minute sessions related to that topic. After you've kind of developed those sessions, then you'll do a pilot test with the identified group, and then revise and create this outreach box for the sessions themselves to be shared with other stewards. So what do these sessions look like? Main focus is that we want you to be thinking about what do you want your students to know as a result of these sessions, and what do you want the students to do as a result of these sessions. And it's important to think about when you develop these sessions that we want students to be using their own inquiry to kind of build their own actions. And in order to do that, we kind of help and guide them to that. So, for example, when we take our first session, we really want to engage them in understanding what the issue is. So if we take environmental issues such as, say, pet waste, we want to find out, well, why is that relevant to the health of our local waterways? How does it connect to them as students, which is a very important piece. If they feel they are making a difference, then they'll connect to it much more. The second session is really looking at, well, what kind of actions can we take? And so having students engaged in thinking about the types of actions that students can do in order to make a difference, whether it's a small thing or a large thing, as long as it's a doable action that can be taken during session 3. And so session 3 then is really about taking this action. And make sure it's done within the time frame, though it's an opportunity also, if time allows, that you could do it for more sessions than that, or even outside the classroom. Then the fourth is really following up with the students so they can reflect on how the action took place, how the project took place, and being able to reflect on how they were doing. And this helps build their capacity as stewards as well. So after the sessions are developed, then we want to have you pilot test these sessions with your identified school or program group. A little bit of getting your hands dirty. The stewards will create an outreach box once they've kind of revised everything and have the materials set so that they can implement the 4 sessions. With any steward would be able to implement the 4 sessions. The assignments for the environmental literacy, just taking a look at in your syllabus, starting on page 6, you can get a little bit more detailed information. But each one of these pieces need to be completed, and that we can help you work through working with your school, being able to do an observation with our outdoor education programs, have an environmental literacy presentation, and then, of course, the proposal in regard to the capstone. Still would be doing a residential site assessment and having a project reflection, and, of course, the capstone presentation at the end. Thank you for listening. Look forward to continuing to work with you.